Welcome back for video game news. As always, Goku-san DBZ, of course. With that said, let's get to it. Enjoy the chill wave music in the background, also known as retro wave and many other names. So with that said, this is going to be a combination of video game news and just a little tiny bit of a result slash rehash of what happened last night at WWE Elimination Chamber. But let's get the most important part, the game news out of the way, shall we? First up, we got a first theatrical trailer for Mortal Kombat. Pretty good. I have questions though about how they have designed and portrayal of Melina, not Deegan. Also, I might like to add, even though I really like the casting choice for Scorpion slash Son Hanzo Hisashi, hopefully I'm saying his name correctly, um, looks great. But with that said, I don't dig the fact that he is the one who says "get over here" in the trailer, rather than using the one who has always done the voice of the phrase "get over here," that being Ed Boon. So, given they chose not to use Ed Boon, which they actually did use Ed Boon in the first and second Mortal Kombat movies from the 90s. So I don't approve of that. Though overall it does look good, I still need to see more in action. I mean, the first trailer, I do have some mixed feelings, overall positive, but I do have some different opinions on it overall. Also, of course, we got a really good quality length trailer, of course, for Justice League. Now, this was good. I don't agree with the music choice for that trailer, but overall, it was pretty solid for the most part. Next, we got a huge announcement which has definitely me intrigued as a longtime fan of Team Ninja slash Tecmo, and the fact we got the announcement for a Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, which will have Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and of course Ninja Gaiden 3. Now, there are people that don't like the Sigma games, and I get it, because a lot of people think that the difficulty was dropped a little bit in like Sigma versus Ninja Gaiden Black originally on the original Xbox. And I can honestly say, I don't think there's a huge amount of difference overall difficulty wise, even though it is a little bit lower than what the original version was. Still, I think that's good to get more people to try the games out, because difficulty level wise, I would probably put Ninja Gaiden in the same class as like Dark Souls for the most part. Though its difficulty is very different than Dark Souls. Much more fast paced. Um, and the fact it was announced for PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. I'm kind of curious how the Ninja Gaiden games are going to run on Switch overall power wise, because Ninja Gaiden games are pretty good graphically speaking. Also, we got an announcement for new characters, Ryu and Chun-Li for, of course, garbage Fortnite. Sorry to Fortnite fans out there, but I have never played the game and I never will play Fortnite. I refuse to play that game on principle alone. Yeah, unlike, say, Maximilian do, which will bash on basically anything major popular, I will admit, me on the other hand, I do love Minecraft, playing it from time to time. I find it as a good outsource when I get stressed out or anything. It's a good way to just relax to the relaxing, soothing classical music. But with that said, yeah, I don't care. Plus, it doesn't look right seeing Ryu or Chun holding guns. Just no, in my book. Also, we got a bunch of reveals from, of course, BlizzCon this past week. Blizzard announced a Blizzard arcade collection with 3 selective old school, very old games from the early days of Blizzard. Also, we got an announcement, of course, new expansion stuff for World of Warcraft, Shadowlands, Chains of Domination or whatever. Like, okay, never played WoW, so no opinion. Then we have, of course, World of Warcraft Classic Burning Crusade. Um, if you are an old school fan of World of Warcraft, I'm sure you'll enjoy this like the original WoW Classic, which there was. So, which means probably a couple of years from now, there'll be probably World of Warcraft Classic Wrath of the Lich King. I will say, even if I've never played the game, I will say Lich King is one of the coolest design boss characters in any video game. Love the design. Also, we got announcements for new stuff coming to Hearthstone. Never played. I'm just genuinely not the biggest Blizzard fan. Outside of Diablo, that's about it. Also, speaking of, we got 2 trailers for Diablo 4. We got one, a cinematic trailer, and then we got a Diablo 4 Rogue class trailer. Interesting, though we'll see how it measures up to Diablo 3. Now, I myself have only played Diablo 1 and Diablo 3. I played Diablo 1 originally on the original PlayStation, and then I played, of course, Diablo 3 on both PS3 and PS4. So, with that said, also we got announcements, some stuff for Overwatch 2. Haven't played Overwatch. I'm not too big into those multiplayer online shooters outside of like Titanfall is about the only online shooter I've ever really played. Also, we have the announcement for Diablo 2 Resurrected. Hopefully ends up a lot better quality than Warcraft 3 Reforged. Here's hoping. And I've not had the honor of playing Diablo 2 because of being PC only. Now I'll finally get the chance to try Diablo 2. They announced Diablo 2 Resurrected will be released, of course, on PC. It's also going to begin a release on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, though strangely enough they haven't mentioned Xbox One, which is weird, in my opinion. And they also announced that Diablo 2, the remaster, is also coming to Nintendo Switch. So you can play Diablo 2 on the go. So, personally, I'll probably pick up the PS4 port of Diablo 2 just to make sure it runs better, because I don't know how it will fare on the Switch. But I'm actually really excited for the opportunity. A first time ever play Diablo 2 is definitely awesome for me, since I'll finally get to try that all-time classic. Also, we got an announcement, a leak of sorts, that supposedly there's a new Silent Hill game in the works. I'll believe it when I see it. And also, I don't really want Konami to try to bring back Silent Hill because of how they've been treating that property, especially with those garbage Pachinko machines. How about the suggestion, Konami, just sell Silent Hill to Capcom? It'd be interesting to see Silent Hill in like the Resident Evil graphics engine. Also, we got an announcement for some Nintendo stuff. That being first for the Nintendo Direct, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. Don't care. Don't play Fall Guys. Next, we got an announcement for a double pack special remaster of 2 games known as Detective Club. Now, this is the first time ever these games have actually gotten a Western release. So that is definitely cool. If you like mystery, detective type games, this might be something to actually look into. Also, Monster Hunter Rise, we got a lot more looks at new material coming, some new places, like a stage looks like in like a giant cave with a spider monster. Also, we got to see more stuff for like the story, it looks like. Also, some other monster creatures. Also, we got to see there's going to be a desert land as well to travel through. That's actually kind of cool. I will admit, the more I see, the more interested in Monster Hunter Rise I am. Also, we got an announcement for a new Mario Golf game, Mario Golf Super Rush. It's going to have some new game modes and things that you can do in the game. And this is the first Mario Golf game, I believe, since the Nintendo GameCube, strangely enough. Also, we got some more looks at No More Heroes 3. Definitely looks cool. We got looks at a game I don't really care about, don't like the graphics, but also you can tell this game is going after young kids. It's called DC Superhero Girls Teen Power. We got a new Me game, Metopia. Alrighty. Um, an announcement of a special crossover thing between Animal Crossing New Horizon and Super Mario Heroes, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Don't play Animal Crossing. Now, here's some stuff that actually has me intrigued. First, a new Star Wars game called Star Wars Hunters. It actually has me very curious. Also, we got the announcement of a expansion pack or expansion pass coming to the new Hyrule Warriors game that came out last year. So that's cool. Also, we got announcement for a new Splatoon game, Splatoon 3. Also got the announcement for The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, which is also going to have more traditional control scheme, which sounds awesome to me, because I'm not a big fan of the whole motion control Wii gimmick that the Wii had. So I barely played anything of Skyward Sword, so I'm definitely picking up day one the Skyward Sword HD. Also, we got the announcement coming finally to Switch. I have already played it on Xbox, but I'm glad that a whole new group of gamers are going to get the opportunity to try this awesome indie game out, and that is Outer Wilds. Is finally coming to the Nintendo Switch. Also, we have, of course, new stuff in the announcement that Capcom Arcade Stadium is out officially now on the eShop, so check that out. Also, final trailer for Bravely Default 2 definitely looks good. Knockout City, don't really have an opinion on this. Then we also got an announcement for a remaster of Legend of Mana. That's definitely awesome, as, of course, an old school fan who started playing RPGs on the 16-bit era. That's definitely good to hear. It's another classic. Here's a game that really caught my eye and curiosity. Neon White. It looks like it's basically going to be something graphically and gameplay wise similar to that of Mirror's Edge, but with actual regular gun use. But graphically, it reminds me more of Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Of course, the first Mirror's Edge you could technically briefly use like weapons, where in the second game you cannot. Still looks interesting. Now here's a game that really has me curious. It's called Stubbs the Zombie is Back, where you actually goal is to change others into zombies. So that's an interesting take that you don't really see. The only Resident Evil game that ever tested anything like that was Resident Evil Outbreak, which is definitely a game I highly recommend. Also, we got the announcement for Switch and stuff. Tales from Borderlands. That's good. Finally, people on the Switch will actually get the opportunity to play. I have already played the game, but I do highly recommend it. If you like the Telltale games, episodic story style, I think you'll enjoy this. Now, with that said, WWE Elimination Chamber. In the pre-show, we got a number one contenders match for the U.S. title between the head over the, of course, anti-establishment wrestling group, which I don't even feel bothered to say their name, because they're garbage anyways. The leader goes up against also John Morrison and Elias, and John Morrison actually does the upset, wins the number one contender, so ends up becoming a triple threat for the U.S. title because Keith Lee was not able to attend last night's pay-per-view. Then we got the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match with Jey Uso as well as Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Daniel Bryan, and two others told. And Daniel Bryan actually won, which is cool. But then they had to immediately, after winning the Elimination Chamber, had to face Roman Reigns. And Roman won, of course. Next, we got the U.S. title match, which was a triple threat between the defending champion, Bobby Lashley, Riddle, and, of course, John Morrison. And the one who ended up winning was Riddle. If you watch Cultaholic, you would get that reference. But Riddle wins the U.S. title, but because of pinning John Morrison, it allows Bobby Lashley to stay looking really strong. So that's good. Next, we have the women's tag titles were on the line. SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair team to face off the champions Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax retain the titles. Next, we have the SmackDown or Raw Men's Elimination Chamber between Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston, Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, the champion, of course, as well as Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles. And the winner of it, retaining his title, Drew McIntyre. Then we had Bobby Lashley end up coming down the ring and destroying a tired, exhausted Drew McIntyre. And who should run down to the ring right after? Conveniently, after earlier in the night, seeing The Miz talking with the head of the Hurt Business MVP. And Miz cashes in his Money in the Bank contract, and he wins. So, for only his second time ever, The Miz is the WWE Champion. This is the first time he's held the title in 10 years. Last time he got the title was in 2011. That's kind of hard to believe, it's been a decade. So his second WWE title reign has begun. How long it lasts, well, not sure. Also, a quick announcement before I cut this video, that it's been confirmed Edge will be facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. So with that said, I'll see everyone next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel. Stay safe, and hopefully enjoyed the music in the background.